Good morning. It is still morning, I think. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday so far. It's very hot here in the UK, but I'm surviving. I don't like to complain about these things. I like to keep a stiff upper lip about the weather. Somebody made a comment on one of my videos a little while ago about practicing speaking in a very posh accent. This person said that they often try reading from a book and speaking in heightened received pronunciation, and they find that that works very, very well for them. But then when they get back to like ordinary everyday conversations and they talk with people in everyday life, they find that the accent slips away and they revert to speaking how they would normally talk in English. I think the suggestion I made in response at the time was to not just read from a book, because reading from a book is very artificial. You're doing it without other people listening to you. You're doing it in with privacy. You don't have to think about what you're saying, so you can especially put a lot of effort into the pronunciation. And of course, a lot of the stuff in the book is going to be stuff that you wouldn't normally say. So it's not a natural way of speaking. But what you can do is maybe think about things and expressions that you would use in everyday life, like buying a coffee. So you can think about saying, I'd like an iced coffee, or I'd like a cappuccino, please. Think about saying those sort of expressions, and then that will get you a bit more tuned to speaking in traditional received pronunciation. The other thing you can do is to make use of the resources that are here on YouTube. So on YouTube, there's lots of videos about learning English and learning to speak in a British accent. A lot of these have names like English with Lucy, English with Catherine, English with whoever, and a lot of them are really well done, really well presented. Of course, they're teaching people to speak in modern RP or Southern Standard British, whatever you want to call it. So that's obviously not the accent that we're using here. But they do have some very, very useful shadowing exercises. So what they'll do is they'll say stuff and then you're asked to repeat it. So I'd make use of those shadowing exercises because they're based on sort of everyday speech and everyday conversation, sort of things that you want to be able to deliver in your very, very posh accent. When you do them, ignore the accent that the presenter of the video is using. It'll usually be very nice, polite, modern, middle-class English, which I think most people would say is well spoken, but not the kind of accent we're aiming for here. But deliver your own response in the shadowing exercises in heightened received pronunciation. Make use of that resource. It's a really useful one, and I think it will get you into the habit of speaking in heightened received pronunciation. Anyway, I do hope you all have a really fantastic Sunday. Bye bye.